Radhe Radhe everyone. In this video, I have invited Bhavesh Patil, who has recently cracked the role of a data analyst, most importantly as a fresher after 1 year of gap. In this video, we will discuss about his journey and how he actually cracked this role. Plus, he will also share his resume, which helped him to get multiple interview calls. So this video will be very useful for you all. So stay tuned till the end. Let's start the video, and before that, please do hit the like button of this video. It really motivates me to bring more useful videos for you all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and you can also follow me on Instagram, LearnWidGiggs, where I regularly share job-related updates. So let's start with the introduction of Bhavesh. So Bhavesh, can you please introduce yourself and also walk us through your data analytics journey so far?
Thanks for inviting me on the podcast. I am Bhavesh Patil. I have completed my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, but my interest in the data field has started during my college when I was introduced to the AI/ML concept. That really sparked my curiosity about how data can drive the decisions. To pursue this interest further, I completed a postgraduate program in data science and analytics from an institute in Pune. Also, I'm Microsoft certified Power BI data analyst. Talking about my journey, honestly, it wasn't easy to do transition from a mechanical background into the data analytics. After completing my course, for the first 3 to 4 months, I didn't receive any interview call. That was a reality check for me. I realized my resume wasn't strong enough, so I actively connected with the professionals, took feedback, and continuously improved my resume. Once my resume started getting shortlisted, I faced another challenge. I failed around four back-to-back interviews in couple of months. So at that point, I started analyzing myself, whether it was a technical gap, communication, or other gaps. So I improved. So gradually, I improved and start clearing technical rounds. And finally, I got after consistent efforts and learning from the rejection, I finally got placed at the e-clerks.
So you mentioned that you did a postgraduate plan program in data science, right? So what was the duration of that program and how much did you pay for that?
Okay, I paid around 1.5 lakhs for the course, and the duration of course was 6 months, but however, it extended to the 8 months.
So once the program got over and you started searching for the job, so how many months you took to finally land this job?
After completing my course, I took 1 year to land this job.
So 1 year you like it went for job search entirely,
Yes.
and rest is 8 months. So overall 1.8 years you can consider, right?
Yeah. I completed my graduation in 2024.
Okay, so you mentioned about your rejections and then you learned from them and you also implemented a lot of things on your resume, right? So can you present your resume like which helped you to get multiple interview calls?
Sure. So, this is my resume, which helped me to get the interview calls. So, I mentioned I added the summary at the top of the resume. Then I added the skills in the resume. For experience, I have one internship, so I added the internship. When my resume is not getting shortlisted, I have very few points mention what I did in the internship. So after taking feedback from the professional, they said you should add 1 2 more points so that it would help to stand out your resume. So I mentioned the 4 points. Also, one insights that I would like to share is when you are adding your projects in the resume, uh, don't just don't add stakeholder. I communicated with the stakeholders. Write something impactful. What impact did your project what make made? So like in this project, like I have mentioned, improve defect detection using model evaluation techniques and reduce the fake audio misclassification by 30%. So you can add this kind of points, so your resume can stand out. Also, here I have mentioned refined targeting strategy, boosting conversion rate by 22% and optimizing ads efficiency by 15%. Then I have at the bottom section I have added my education. And after that, I have added my certification, which I recently did in Jan 2026. This also helps me to getting shortlisted.
So as a fresher, this Microsoft PL 300 certification, this really helps, right?
Yes, in my case, it really worked for me.
So that's a good point. So even if you're a fresher, you can target this PL 300 certification. It may help you in your resume selection point of view, the way it has helped for Bhavesh. Also talking about your project section, so you have added like project related to Python. One is based on SQL and Power BI, and the third one is based on Power BI itself. So overall, you have
Yes,
tried to cover up all the major
all the
skills.
things.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was the ATS score of this resume?
ATS score of this resume is around 9092.
1992. So that is also very good. So yeah, so thanks for sharing this template.
Also, I would like to add one point. Like when you are applying to any job, you should edit your resume as per the JD. You add like you can add as much as possible keywords as much as possible in your resume according to the JD. But many of us did like many of us did the wrong thing here. They add skills in the kill section, but I would recommend you to add skills in the like experience section or project section. This would help you to boost your ATS score.
okay, and from the interview calls point of view, how many calls you received in your entire job search period?
I have given 12 to 13 interviews till the date.
Okay,
Most of them I have first of all I failed in the first round or second round. Then I many of that I failed in manager round or last round.
okay. So what helped you to like what any particular strategies you want to mention to the audience which helped you to get these many number of interview calls as a fresher?
Okay, so most of call I received from the Naukri.com. The best trick for to get the interview from the Naukri.com is update your profile, complete your profile 100%. So your profile is visible to the recruiters. Also, make some small changes every day to your Naukri profile. Even adding a dot or any space in your name, it would be fine. Also, one trick I used is I every day I re-upload my resume between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And also every day I rename my resume as like Bhavesh Patil resume, and then the today's date I have added to the name of my resume. So this would help recruiter to see this is your latest resume.
Okay, so entirely Naukri.com like helped you, right, to get the
Yes.
interview calls and you
Also,
applied few strategies. Yeah.
I have got two to three interviews from asking referrals on LinkedIn. So don't be hesitate to reach out to the people. Reach out to people as much as possible. Although the reply rate was very low, but you should definitely go for that. Reach out to the people as much as possible and ask for the refer if they have openings in their company. Like, just don't message for sir, can you refer me. uh, Visit the career page of the company. Search for the job that matches your skills, and take the job ID from that job description and send it to the person you are reaching out.
Right, right. So you have to properly utilize Naukri and LinkedIn. As a fresher also, you can see from Bhavesh example, he got the interview calls even though he's a fresher and even though he has some gap, right? So if you're properly utilizing the platforms, you can actually get the calls and you can crack one of them the way he has cracked. And also, friends, do let me know in the comment box if you need this resume template. I can take it from Bhavesh and share it with you. So let me know in the comment box. So thanks for sharing this, Bhavesh. Let's proceed with the next question. So Bhavesh, like what happened in the interview? Like how many rounds happened and what all skills they targeted?
Okay, so at Eclairs, I gave two rounds. One was technical, and another was cultural fit or manager round. In first technical interview, they asked about core concept like Excel, SQL, and little bit Power BI. So the questions are not out of the box. uh, the questions are like general questions which were asked in or which were expected in every interview. In second round, this is the business and cultural fit round. They ask scenario based questions to understand how I approach to the real world problems and communicate it to the non technical person.
Okay. So Bhavesh, you mentioned about you faced a lot of rejections. So how were you managing yourself mentally to gain confidence and give more interviews in which were like scheduled in the coming time?
To gain more confidence for my upcoming interviews, I started giving mocks with my friend. So we started giving mocks thrice a week. So he used to ask me a question, and I used to the answer him like a real interview, and vice versa. So this really helped me a lot to build my confidence in my interview.
So thrice a week you connected with the other people and you gave like mock interviews with each other.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a very good strategy. So if you are a fresher or if you're transitioning, you should connect with like-minded people around you so that you can connect with them, you can share ideas with them and do things the way Bhavesh has done and it has helped him a lot. So thanks for sharing this tip also, Bhavesh, to the audience. So yeah, that's it from my end. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and sharing all the tips and strategies. It will definitely help a lot of people who will be watching these videos. Thank you so much once again for coming.
Thank you.